Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Simple English Cast, the podcast where we make English simple, practical, and real for your everyday life.
And I'm Meera.
And I'm Alex.
We're really happy you're here with us today. Whether you're listening while cleaning your room, washing dishes, walking outside, or maybe avoiding chores completely.
Honestly, Meera, I feel like half our listeners are probably staring at a messy desk right now.
Or pretending the laundry doesn't exist.
Or looking at one dirty plate and saying, I'll do it later.
Which slowly becomes 7 dirty plates.
And then suddenly the kitchen looks like a disaster movie.
Exactly.
So today's episode is about something every human being understands.
Cleaning.
Chores,
Messy rooms.
laundry piles,
Dusty shelves.
and the strange emotional battle between us and basic housework.
Because cleaning is never just cleaning.
That's true.
Sometimes it's stress.
Sometimes laziness.
Sometimes exhaustion.
And sometimes it's just one of those days where even folding a towel feels like hard work.
Very true.
And today we're going to talk about all of it naturally, like two friends having a real conversation.
We'll share funny stories,
Useful English vocabulary,
real-life situations.
and habits that actually make life easier.
So if your room is messy right now,
Don't worry.
you're definitely not alone.
Okay, Meera, serious question.
I'm ready.
What is the one chore you avoid the most?
Oh, easy.
Laundry?
No.
Dishes?
No.
Cleaning the bathroom?
Definitely not my favorite, but no.
Then what is it?
Folding clothes.
Yes.
I can wash clothes.
Same.
I can dry clothes.
Same.
But folding them?
Suddenly, life becomes difficult.
Exactly.
And the funny thing is, folding clothes usually takes maybe 10 minutes.
But emotionally, it feels like 3 hours.
Why is that true?
I don't know.
I think it's because chores don't feel exciting.
That's a huge reason.
Nobody wakes up and says,
Wow, I can't wait to clean the bathroom today.
exactly.
Chores repeat forever.
You clean today,
And tomorrow it's messy again.
so your brain starts asking.
What's the point?
And that's dangerous thinking,
Very dangerous.
because small messes slowly become big messes.
And then cleaning feels overwhelming.
Okay, Meera, let's talk about panic cleaning.
Oh no.
Yes.
I already feel stressed.
For listeners who don't know, panic cleaning is when someone is coming to your home.
And suddenly you become the fastest cleaner in human history.
Exactly.
You ignored the mess for days.
But now you have 20 minutes.
And somehow your body unlocks superpowers.
Tell me your worst panic cleaning story.
Okay, this happened last year.
I'm listening.
My friend Olivia texted me and said,
Dangerous already.
she said, hey, I'm nearby. I'll stop by in 30 minutes.
That sentence causes fear.
Pure fear.
How bad was the apartment?
Alex, it looked like stress had exploded everywhere.
That bad?
Clothes on the couch,
Classic.
coffee mugs on the table,
Normal.
blankets everywhere,
Still manageable.
and dishes in the sink from 2 days earlier.
Okay, now it's serious.
So I started panic cleaning.
Meaning?
Not real cleaning.
Ah, yes. Fake cleaning.
Exactly.
The kind where you just hide things.
Yes.
Where did everything go?
Closet,
Of course.
under the bed,
Classic.
inside drawers,
Expected.
and some dirty dishes went into the oven.
No way.
I panicked.
Why is the oven secretly everyone's emergency storage space?
Because guests don't open ovens.
That's true.
At least, hopefully not.
Okay, deeper question now.
Go ahead.
Why do people avoid chores so much?
I think there are several reasons.
Like what?
First, chores feel endless.
True.
Second, they feel boring.
Very true.
And third, modern life gives us easier entertainment.
That's important.
You can always scroll on your phone,
Or watch videos.
or just lie down doing nothing.
And somehow doing nothing feels easier than doing one simple task.
even when the task only takes 5 minutes.
That's the crazy part.
Our brain always wants comfort first.
But avoiding chores creates stress later.
Exactly.
And then we enter a cycle.
A very bad cycle.
You avoid cleaning,
So the mess grows.
then cleaning feels harder.
So you avoid it even more.
And eventually you sit in your room thinking,
I should really clean this place.
while still not moving.
Exactly.
I think one of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting for motivation.
Absolutely.
People say,
I'll clean when I feel motivated.
but motivation is unreliable.
Very unreliable.
Sometimes you feel motivated.
Most days you don't.
So what actually helps?
Discipline.
Let's explain the difference clearly.
Discipline is when you feel like doing something.
And discipline is when you do it, even if you don't feel like it.
Exactly.
And honestly, small discipline changes life.
It really does.
Because waiting for perfect energy is unrealistic. Sometimes you just need to start. Okay, Meera, give listeners one practical habit they can use today.
The 5-minute rule.
I love this one.
Instead of thinking about cleaning the entire house,
Which feels overwhelming.
you clean for only 5 minutes.
That sounds too easy.
Exactly.
And that's why it works.
When tasks feel small, your brain stops resisting.
And usually after 5 minutes.
You continue anyway.
Because starting is the hardest part.
Always.
Let's talk about dishes.
The eternal enemy.
Why do dirty dishes become scary so quickly?
Because they multiply.
You wash one plate.
And suddenly there are 3 more.
Exactly.
Also, dishes feel annoying because they happen every day.
Sometimes multiple times a day. And if food gets stuck,
Now it becomes real work.
that's when soaking helps.
Good vocabulary word.
To soak means leaving something in water so dirt becomes softer.
Example, I let the pan soak before washing it.
Then comes scrubbing, another useful word.
To scrub means rubbing hard to remove dirt.
And finally,
Rinse.
meaning washing away soap with clean water. Okay, Meera, laundry confession time.
Oh no.
Have you ever taken clean clothes directly from the laundry basket instead of folding them?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Why fold them if I'm going to wear them tomorrow anyway?
Exactly.
At that point, the basket becomes a temporary closet.
Temporary?
Okay, sometimes permanent.
That feels very honest.
And sometimes clothes pile up so much.
You can't tell what's clean anymore.
Exactly.
That moment is dangerous. Okay, serious question.
Go ahead.
Does music make cleaning easier?
100%.
Same.
Cleaning in silence feels painful.
But music changes the energy.
Suddenly, sweeping the floor feels dramatic.
You become the main character.
Exactly.
Sometimes I clean faster just because the song is fast.
That actually works.
And honestly, music makes boring tasks feel lighter.
Especially upbeat music.
But there's another problem.
Distractions?
Exactly.
This happens to me all the time.
You start cleaning,
And then find something interesting.
like an old photo,
Or a notebook.
or a random object from years ago.
And suddenly you stop cleaning completely.
30 minutes disappear.
And the room is somehow messier than before.
That's impressive, honestly.
Cleaning can become accidental storytelling.
That's such a good description. Now let's talk about shared living.
Oh, this topic is dangerous.
Because chores become emotional very quickly.
Especially when one person cleans more than the other.
That creates frustration.
A lot of frustration.
Let's act out a situation.
Okay.
Hey, can we talk for a second?
Sure, what's wrong?
I noticed the kitchen has been messy for a few days.
Yeah, I've been busy lately.
I understand, but the dishes are piling up.
I know, I'll do them tonight.
I'd really appreciate that.
See? Calm conversation.
No yelling,
No attacking.
just communication. Okay, let's talk about deep cleaning.
The terrifying version of normal cleaning.
Exactly.
Deep cleaning means cleaning areas you usually ignore.
Under furniture.
Behind shelves.
Inside cabinets.
Corners that haven't seen daylight in months.
And deep cleaning always starts with confidence.
And ends with exhaustion.
Very true.
But afterwards,
The house feels amazing.
like you reset your entire life.
Can we talk about something deeper for a moment?
Of course,
Sometimes messiness is not just laziness.
that's very important.
Sometimes people are stressed
Or overwhelmed.
or emotionally tired.
And when your mind feels heavy?
Your environment often becomes messy too.
Exactly.
But cleaning one small area can actually help mentally.
Yes.
Not because life suddenly becomes perfect.
But because small order creates calm.
A clean desk feels peaceful,
A clean bed feels relaxing.
and small progress matters.
Okay, listeners, here's another useful habit.
The 2-minute rule.
If something takes less than 2 minutes,
Do it immediately.
wash the plate.
Hang the jacket.
Throw away trash.
Wipe the table.
Tiny tasks prevent giant messes later.
Okay, Meera, tell me your laziest moment ever.
This is embarrassing.
Perfect.
One time, I was too lazy to wash a mug.
Okay.
So I kept making tea in the same mug all day.
Without washing it.
Yes.
How many times?
Maybe 4.
That mug went through a lot emotionally.
It survived.
Barely.
What about you?
One time I ran out of clean bowls.
Reasonable problem.
So I ate cereal from a measuring cup.
Alex.
It worked.
Technically, yes.
Emotionally, no. Let's talk about decluttering.
Which sounds simple, but becomes emotional very fast.
Because objects hold memories.
Exactly.
You pick up an old movie ticket,
And suddenly you're remembering your entire past.
or an old hoodie,
Or photographs.
and then cleaning stops again.
That happens constantly.
But sometimes letting go feels healthy.
Very healthy.
Keeping everything creates physical and mental clutter.
And clutter makes spaces feel heavy.
You know something interesting?
What?
Cleaning actually teaches life lessons.
I agree.
Because many problems grow when ignored.
Exactly like chores.
One small issue becomes bigger,
Because we delay dealing with it.
but tiny actions consistently.
Can completely change things.
That's true for cleaning.
And honestly true for learning English, too.
Absolutely.
You don't improve in one giant moment.
You improve slowly.
A little every day.
Okay, Meera, before we end today's episode completely,
Uh-oh.
I think we need to expose some real cleaning habits people secretly have.
You mean the habits nobody admits publicly?
Exactly.
This is dangerous territory.
Very dangerous.
Okay, go ahead.
Have you ever cleaned your room by moving everything from one chair to another chair?
Alex.
Answer honestly.
Yes.
Thank you.
But listen, every room has that chair.
The chair full of clothes.
Exactly.
Not dirty enough for laundry,
But not clean enough for the closet.
so they live on the chair forever.
That chair becomes a temporary storage system.
Temporary?
Okay, maybe permanent.
I knew it. I think one sentence causes most cleaning problems.
Tomorrow sounds responsible.
But tomorrow becomes next week very quickly.
And suddenly the mess feels impossible.
That's why tiny daily habits matter.
Because small messes are easy to fix.
Big messes feel emotionally heavy.
Very heavy.
Sometimes people avoid cleaning not because it's physically hard.
But because mentally it feels exhausting.
Exactly.
And the longer you wait,
The worse it feels. Okay, let's imagine a real situation.
all right,
You live with 2 roommates.
already stressful.
One person cleans constantly.
Okay.
One person cleans sometimes,
Reasonable.
and one person acts like dirt doesn't exist.
That person always exists.
Always.
And somehow they say things like,
It doesn't look that bad.
while standing next to 5 dirty dishes and a mountain of laundry.
Exactly. Shared living teaches patience.
And communication.
Very important. Because if people don't talk openly...
Small frustrations become huge arguments.
Okay, Meera, what's the biggest cleaning mistake people make?
Trying to clean everything at once.
That's such a good answer. People wait until the mess becomes terrible.
Then suddenly try to fix their entire life in one afternoon.
Exactly. And halfway through,
They lose energy completely.
that's why simple systems work better.
Clean one area at a time.
Finish one task first,
Don't jump everywhere.
and don't expect perfection.
That's important. Okay, everyone, it's time for one of our favorite parts of the show, the word tour. 1. Messy, meaning not clean or not organized.
Example, my desk is messy.
Or the kitchen became messy after dinner. 2. Pile up, meaning things increase because you don't deal with them.
Dirty clothes are piling up.
Or work started piling up this week. 3. Soak, meaning leave something in water.
I let the pan soak overnight.
Soaking dishes makes cleaning easier. 4. Scrub, meaning clean by rubbing hard.
I had to scrub the floor.
That stain won't disappear unless you scrub it. 5. Rinse, meaning wash away soap with clean water.
Rinse the plate after washing it.
Or don't forget to rinse the sponge. 6. Declutter, meaning remove unnecessary things.
I need to declutter my closet.
Decluttering makes a room feel bigger. 7. Put off, meaning delay something.
I keep putting off laundry.
He put off cleaning for days. 8. Deep clean, meaning clean very thoroughly.
We're doing a deep clean this weekend.
A deep clean takes time but feels amazing afterward. 9. Frustrated, meaning annoyed because things are not going well.
I felt frustrated looking at the mess.
She became frustrated because nobody helped. 10. Tidy up, meaning make something neat.
I need to tidy up before guests arrive.
Tidying up only takes a few minutes.
You know, Meera,
What?
today's episode was really about more than cleaning.
I was thinking the same thing.
Because cleaning represents something bigger.
Responsibility.
Consistency.
Small habits.
And taking care of your environment.
Which honestly affects your mood more than people realize.
Very true.
A clean space can make you feel calmer.
And a messy space can make your brain feel heavy.
So if listeners remember one thing today,
It should be this.
don't wait for perfect motivation.
Start small.
5 minutes matters.
One clean corner matters.
One tiny habit matters.
All right, everyone. That's officially the end of today's episode of Simple English Cast.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today.
We hope this conversation helped you learn practical English naturally,
And maybe inspired you to clean at least one small thing.
even if it's just one plate,
Or one chair full of clothes.
especially that chair.
We all know the chair.
If you enjoyed this episode,
Share it with a friend who keeps putting off cleaning.
and don't forget to follow Simple English Cast for more real English conversations.
We'll be back soon with another relaxing and practical episode.
Until then,
Take small steps.
stay consistent
Be kind to yourself.
and keep improving your English one conversation at a time.
Bye, everyone.
See you next time.